Hello everyone, it's Hannah here from Virtually Fluent. Today we are going to be focusing on the differences between adjectives and adverbs in English. They are totally different parts of speech, but unfortunately English learners tend to mix them up quite easily in conversation. So we'll quickly review the rules, look at the differences, and hopefully you can use adjectives and adverbs correctly by the end of this video. Let's start by taking a look at this sentence. She plays the piano. Do we say good or do we say well? In this sentence, the correct answer is well. She plays the piano well. So in this sentence, what we are describing is the playing, the way that the piano is played, the manner. And the word play is a verb. In order to describe the manner, the verb, the action, our only option is using the adverb. Well is the adverb form and good is the adjective form. And this is because when we describe verbs, the way an action happens, then we use an adverb. If we're describing a noun, a person, a place, a thing, an object, an idea, then we would use an adjective instead. So take a look at this example. Look at those people. Our correct sentence is going to be look at those happy people. We're going to use the adjective happy because we're describing a noun, people. Now, there's one big grey area when it comes to using linking verbs in English. There's basically a long list of linking verbs that you need to learn in English. You can find a downloadable list if you take our Adjectives and Adverbs course on our Virtually Fluent website. The most common ones are be, become, and feel. And when we use these linking verbs, they could be followed by either an adjective or an adverb. Take a look at this example. She looks, would we say sad or would we say sadly? In this simple sentence, we would say sad, the adjective. Now, look is a linking verb, and in this case, it's being followed by an adjective, because what we are describing is ultimately she, the person. And that's why we're using the adjective, because we're more or less sort of indirectly describing the person, which is a noun. Now, take a look at this sentence. She looks at her dog. Again, sad or sadly. The correct answer is going to be she looks sadly at her dog. Now here, again, we're using look, which is a linking verb, but this time we're not describing the person, we're describing her action. We're really focusing on the definition of that word, look, that verb. So when we use it as a verb function in the sentence, then we need to use an adverb. She looks sadly. It's the way that she looks. So just be careful with linking verbs. You really need to understand the entire sentence. What is the linking verb describing? And as a result, do we need to use an adjective or an adverb? In terms of position, the adjectives and adverbs are also totally different because adjectives, remember, they come before a noun in English. She is a quick runner. Adverbs, on the other hand, tend to go after the verb in a sentence. She runs quickly. One final thing that I just want to point out is that when somebody asks the question, how are you? You might hear both I'm good as an adjective and I'm well as an adverb. The typical response is generally I'm good because we're talking about overall how happy you are, if life is going in a good direction. In that case, we'd use I'm good. When we respond with I'm well, we tend to focus on health. For example, if you were ill recently, you might say, yes, I'm well, thank you. So a slight difference in meaning when responding to this final question. So hopefully that's cleared up the differences between adjectives and adverbs in English. It's a pretty tricky topic. I see mistakes from English learners on a daily basis with this topic. So really be careful, really think, is it an adjective or an adverb that I need? To practice using adjectives and adverbs correctly, you can go ahead and take our Adjectives Adverbs course. I've left the link to that in the description below, and I've also left links to all of our social media websites. We have lots of social media channels. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, you can find us everywhere. I post loads of free content, so go ahead and follow us there. And of course on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on those bell notifications so you know exactly when we've posted a new video. This is Hannah from Virtually Fluent, bringing English to life.